Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am out at Julius Kleiner Park again, and I have the DJI Avata. I charged some batteries, I don't know, a couple of days ago, so I don't know how much charge is going to be left on them. I'm told that these things discharge pretty fast. In fact, I can take a look here pretty quick here. Let's hit that button and see. Yeah, it's still showing 4 lights on there, so hopefully it'll be pretty good. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. One of the cool things about this park is there's a lot of trees and there's a lot of things that I can fly the drone around. So we'll just put it up and fly it around a little bit. I don't know if I'll try head tracking or not. Maybe. We'll just see how it goes. But let's just get this drone up in the air and fly it around, and maybe we'll get out and see if we can get out over the fishing ponds, etc. out here. So let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. You know, I'm naturally left-handed, and so I'm getting a little confused whether I put it in my left or right hand, but I think I've been flying right-handed before. Okay, we're going to hit the button twice to fire up the motors, and then hold that button down to launch. So there we are. There we are in the air. And yeah, just kind of tilt around here. Let's look at me. You can see me standing there, and I better get used to holding my head up. I saw myself with my head pointed down, so that's not good. Let's move forward here a little bit, and we're going to go right by me here. Grab a little altitude. Kind of, it's weird how every time I fly this, I kind of have to get a feel for it again. But let's see, we can dive down here and maybe go in between some of these trees without going too fast here. We're fairly close to the ground. And there's where the sculpture's at. Let me see if I can find my way back to where I'm at here. And I don't see any people on the trail here, so that's good. So there we are. Yeah, we're going to fly right by us again. Yeah, it just, you know, it always just takes me a little bit of time to kind of get my legs on this thing and figure out what I'm doing. Let's see if we can, I'm going to look both ways, make sure that there's nobody coming down the trail here, and maybe we can go between these trees right here. There's a pole there, so we need to be careful about that pole. We're pretty close to the ground there. I saw it blowing up debris, and there I am. I scared myself. I saw myself there, blowing up some debris again. So yeah, here we are. Here's a track. Let's speed up. Man, I'm telling you what, the sense of speed you get with this thing is just phenomenal. Going around this, going around the track here a little bit, pretty wild. So one thing I notice is it does come to a stop pretty easily. So one of the things that I'm saying like this is, that's why I like the joystick on this thing. I can punch straight up if I want to. Hit that little thumb joystick and punch straight up. So let's give that a shot. And back down we go. I'll be honest with you, with the motion controller, I never feel like I quite have the control that I have with when I'm flying with a joystick with sticks, a stick controller. I guess I was trying to say there. I saw that guy in the trail there, so that's why I grabbed some altitude. I didn't want to be anywhere close to where he's at. 68% battery, so we're doing pretty good here. Let's just go on a little flyabout at altitude. And this is full speed in normal mode. Let's kick it into high speed mode. There's sport mode. And it is definitely faster. And here's the pond. Here's the big pond. God, I found myself pointing my head straight down. I got to work on keeping my head up. Back the other way. We can get a little closer to the ground here. And then back up. And there we are. I like how it gives us the H for the home point. And I'm going to bring it right back down to where we're at here. Well, it really goes in sport mode, I'll tell you. I hear some. I'm gonna put it back in normal mode. I hear some people. I hear some voices around me, so let's see if I can figure out what that is. That's one of the things I don't like about wearing goggles, that you don't have that situational awareness. So it makes me wonder if there isn't somebody in the around the statue here. Let's go straight up. I'm going to try flying with my left hand. So switched hands here. We're at 44% battery. Yeah, you know, I feel better with my right hand, so switching back. Yeah, there's some kids right down there. They're in there where the statue is, so we're going to stay away from that. Let's go out over the field over here, and maybe we can come back and fly through the CarMax sign. What do you think? Let's get down low here and come back. And one of the things that I always struggle with a little bit is keeping my head up. But yeah, straight through the sign. And then let's see if we can get down in between these trees here. Now, you guys that are really good would probably be zigzagging through these trees. And I got to watch the battery percentage, because I wouldn't want it to go into return to home and rise up into the trees here. We're down to, what, 32 on the battery, so I don't know. I think at about 20, I think, is when it comes home, so we're probably okay here. Go between the trees, do a little zigzag. Car coming there. Okay, let's punch straight up. And I like having that thumb so you can do that. There's all the cars in the CarMax there. Look, that must be their service center right there. And I assume some of those are well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know what, honestly, I don't know if this is all service or what it is, but The cars on the other side of that fence are the ones that are for sale. So I'm waiting for it to go into return to home, but maybe let's not. Let's just fly it in and bring it to a landing. We're down to 25%. Let's just come down the trail here. So I canceled that return to home by pushing the yellow button. And let's bring it in here. And I had interference something there, so I don't know what that was. I couldn't exactly read what that warning was at the bottom there. Yeah, let me get everything shut down here. Hey, okay, so you talk about situational awareness with the Avata. I'm looking on the grass here, and there's some tracks. Somebody pushed, I don't know, a baby stroller or something right up to where I was sitting while I was flying, and I didn't even know it. I heard voices off in the distance. That's the thing I hate about wearing goggles, is you don't have that situational awareness. However, you know, we had a good flight there. It's kind of fun. I always, like I said, I always end up having to get my sea legs back with this guy, but we brought it in for a manual landing. Did it all just in normal mode without head tracking. But we did get to go through the CarMax sign. Well, we did a pretty long flight here. We went over the ponds. We kind of came down over the small fish pond out there, and then, you know, back and forth through some trees and so forth. I'm still learning this guy, so it takes me a while. In fact, I'm going to tell you, while I was flying that time, I got a little bit dizzy. You know, it's the first time I've got dizzy wearing the goggles, but I did. I got a little bit nauseated flying that time. So just a little bit different, more to get used to. But anyway, I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I do appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. The DJI Avata, you know, closest thing I'll ever get to FPV. See you guys later.